Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming, and today, well, we'll be doing a small video about sharing ODIN build and gameplay, guys. I actually been requested that video for a very long time. I actually never got the time to actually invest in doing it. So guys, today is finally the time. So guys, if you want to skip the blah blah blah, me explaining the build and everything, you can go in the description of the video. There will be the time on where the gameplay actually starts. So go there if you want to skip the blah blah blah. If not, well, let's start the blah blah blah, guys. So let's start with the gears. First gears, guys, you want to go energy attack by level in first 2 slot, and all attack or energy attack for the rest. When you put energy attack by level, guys, you want it to go at least 50% per slot. Second gear, all defense all the way. You can put energy or physical defense by level on the first 2 slot if you want. It's up to you. I prefer to just go all defense. It's easier and it looks better in my eyes. Third gear, guys, you want to go HP by level for the 2 first slot, at least 190%. You can see I got 189% here. That's good enough. Then the rest you want to go HP. The fourth gear, guys, fourth gear is actually a priority. First priority is to get your skill cooldown cap, which is 50% minus the alliance bonus you get. Then after that, you want to get your in-your defense cap, which is 50%. And if you got skill cooldown cap, in-your defense cap, you want to go attack speed till you reach 130% attack speed. Then, if by miracle you actually get your attack speed cap, well, your skill cooldown, in-your defense, and attack speed cap, well, then you can go with either critical rate or critical damage. It's your preference. If we look at the ODIN blessing, guys, you can see that I'm doing it pretty standard. Every gear has 2 energy attack, 2 in-your defense, and 1 attack speed. Optimally, once I reach better in-your defense stones, I'll actually be switching it to 2 energy attack, 1 in-your defense, and 2 attack speed. Basically, you want to, the most important is to have 2 energy attack stones per gear. Then after that, you want to go with same things in gear number 4. You cap your skill cooldown, you cap your in-your defense, you cap your attack speed, then you go with critical rate or critical damage. It's pretty standard for ODIN, guys. Next, let's take a quick look at the obelisk, guys. On him right now, I do have immune to guard break with increased damage plus. Immune to guard break is pretty nice on him, but you could also go with offensive Ezel, like in your offensive obelisk, sorry guys, like in your defense with increased damage plus. That will also do the job. I do prefer immune to guard break, especially that it's really helpful for PvP at the same time. For the Ezel set, guys, you want to go with full offensive Ezel set, either overdrive or power of the growth. They're the 2 optimal. You can still go with Archives if you do need the skill cooldown, but most likely you're going to need it in your defense, which come from overdrive and power of the growth. And you can see here with fully awakened, you get a plus of increase by 40% all attack last 20 seconds, and the internal cooldown on our 8 slot Ezel set is 40 seconds. So that is for the Ezel set. If we look at the skills, guys, let's start with tier 2 passive. Well, apply to self, immunity to cancel effect, increase skill damage by 60%, increase bonus damage by 42%. Basically, he has a chance to remove debuff he has on him, like for example, during Alliance Battle Extreme, you get when you get hit by a meteor, you get a debuff. Well, once in a while, the debuff will be removed by itself. This is what the cancel resist does. For other passives, you have tier 1 passive here. Apply to self, decrease all damage received by 30%, and you got his leadership, which is applied to all LEs, extinction rate. When debuff, remove all debuff, increase all resistance by 30%, and cooldown 25 seconds. So that is for the passive and leadership, guys. For the skills, well, the most important skills to use are number 3 here. Applies to all allies, guards it for 3 hits. Sorry, guys, and do some damage around that people that get hit by the big bubble. Also, guys, the guards hits actually get regenerated as long as the bubbles stay alive on you. So every 2 seconds, the guards hits are regenerated. So that's really important to use on cooldown. Second skill that's really important to use on cooldown is the 5th skill, especially when you're about 3 seconds away from your 3rd skill cooldown to be back up. You use that so you get some immunity until your 3rd skill is back up. So it's really helpful. It's a big AoE damage too, especially in Alliance Battle Extreme. Really useful. Then now for the offensive skills, guys, the number 4 is the most important, the best damaging skills that Odin has by far. You use it, it will throw a bunch of waves of energy that will hit everything in their path. The first skill after that's most important. Will do about the same than the 4th skill, but just less wave of it. That's going to get a throw. And the second skill is like a mini iframe jump, quite useful as filler. So that is for the skills, guys. Now if we take a quick look at the stats we have on our Odin here, we have energy attack a little bit over 16k, which is okay. It's not that great yet. We still have room for improvement, guys. Attack speed 180%, a lot of room for improvement there too. Ignore defense on almost cap, working on the stones still from Odin Blessing to get that cap. Reduce cooldown duration. Well, I'm over the cap, which is all fine because he gets a lot of basic skill cooldown from his gear, so that's good. So that's pretty much the stats I have on my Odin. Now, guys, just wanted to show you my cards to show you where some of the stats actually comes from. So let's take a quick look at my cards. We got a Marvel Zombie cards here, Punisher cards right here, Loki cards, Civil War 4 cards, Groot cards, and here my all card effect, guys. We got attack speed 10%, all attack 30.5%, energy attack 11.1%, cooldown duration 29.8%, and I think I forgot the ignore defense, it's 25%. Guys, the baseline I actually recommend for card set to actually work your way up to start being competitive is to have at least 28% cooldown duration, at least 20% ignore defense, at least 30% all attack, and 10% attack speed. Those are the baseline, I will say, for starting to be competitive in the game. So guys, now that we went through the build, we went through all these things, what can I say about Odin? Odin is an amazing character. He is the faster clearer for special missions, story mission, all that PvE stuff. He is so fast. It is crazy because basically when he throws wave from his 4th skill and 1st skill, the waves just continue and non-stop till it gets out of the screen. So that you can clear a whole room with only using 1 skill and just running behind the skills to make sure that the mobs spawn fast enough to get hit by the wave, pretty much that. So he is really fast. You can clear a special mission stage 1 under 25 seconds really easy with Odin. He has amazing defense. He is one of the best characters for timeline, Battle World, Alliance Tournament. If you build him to actually with immune to guard break with invincibility, he will be your main character, your leader for Alliance Tournament if you're on top 16 Alliance. So he is all-around character, less offense than Doctor Strange, Dormammu, but a lot more survivability in my opinion. So guys, on that we are going to move to the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you're not subscribers, go ahead and click that subscribe button to stay updated on my future content. Feel free to show us extra support by clicking the like button, guys. We always appreciate to see the support. And on that, guys, hope to see you in my next video.